Today is what? The
18th.
December 18th. This is Oliver. How old? A year and a half?
About a year
and a half old. Bipolar maniac. And we're going to observe him and see if we can... My feeling is he's not psychotic or bipolar. I think he has fear, aggression, without a doubt. He's fearful of people and things.
A big one. Good thing.
Stop. Stop. Good. Good dog. So, as people come into my living room, they're coming through my front door, I'm controlling the dog's behavior. That's all. I'm not getting sucked into the dog's drama. I'm not talking to it. I'm not telling it to sit. I'm not telling it to stay. Conversely, I'm not really soothing it. I don't think she needs it. I think he just needs some leadership, more so than another dog. I'm not saying he's going to be a social butterfly someday, and I can't be wrong. This is this can be a 5-minute. This is going to be a 5 or 10 minute evaluation. I mean, how well you can diagnose a human psychological profile in 5 or 10 minutes is questionable. But we can learn a lot from observing somebody for 5 or 10 minutes. The bottom line is, Oliver hasn't bitten me. When he bites me, strikes out unpredictably, that's when I will make a diagnosis, so to speak, instability. But right now we're good. We have a lot of activity going on here. The dynamic is insane. People are coming, going, men, women, children, dogs, dog biscuits. There's going to be another dog coming out, and we'll see how that goes in a minute. And he's just nervous, this dog. He's petrified. And he's used to being coddled. He's used to being picked up and taken away and humanized. I think to some degree, from some people. A little bit. But that's not what he needs. He needs the opposite of that. He needs to understand that the world is not... everything is not a danger to him, and every creature is not an enemy. So, and you have to work through this. The humans would want to hold this dog and pet him and try to nurture him because nobody wants to see a little 10-pound white dog shivering. We want to save him. If it was a pit bull, a 110-pound pit bull, we have no problem with this. We wouldn't be picking him up. He wouldn't have a jacket on. If it was a Burmese mountain dog, it would be. So for some reason. And again, this is not a criticism of humans. It really is not a criticism of anybody. This is probably a particularly difficult dog. But I don't think it's as crazy as we may have labeled him. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll know in a little while. So far, I've managed not to allow him to bite anybody. So if I can manage him in this lobby, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, dogs coming and going, food's on the floor, I put food, the biscuits out. So if I could manage him here with a rope, a $1.78 piece of rope, without getting sucked into his emotional energy, he should be able to be managed anywhere, in my mind. So the trick is not for a rescuer to do this, because that's impossible. If we find the right person that wants to take this dog, then we will house down charities, will provide the training to make that work. That's what we'll do. We don't train the dog, we train the people. That is the bottom line. Every one of these things are not dog issues, they're people issues. And we have to find the right person or people that will accept this dog and not want to hold it and love it so much. It needs to put structure in its life. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, babe. Duke, from the what's that show, the Beverly Hillbillies. Okay, good. And then Jen or somebody, come, Katie, just bend down over here. Not too close, right around there. Stop. Stop. And put your hand out. Loose leash, no tension on the leash. Dog turns away. There's no psychotic episode, but I'm not projecting things. Go ahead, stand up. So what happens frequently, and again, this is just my opinion, by the way. I'm not the end all in this. We label dogs a certain thing, and then they become that. So if we think the dog is going to be aggressive towards women, we stop the dog from associating with them. If we think the dog is going to be afraid or wants to hurt children, come on in, hon. If we think the dog is going to hurt children, we don't put them around children. Stop. So women are coming and going here. Coming and going.
Do you want to take these?
Well, what's happening here, again, is what I think is happening. At least I'm taking charge of him. I'm protecting him from the women. If he does have a fear of women, if he has a fear of other dogs, whatever the fear is, if I'm protecting him from them, he doesn't have to act out.
One night.
That's my bottom line.
Is 105.
She's got those, she wants those biscuits, good. We'll put her on the payroll. Clean the floor, thank you. So notice now there is something happening, there's another dynamic change, but what I'm not doing is projecting this on the dog. I get it, I'm observing, I'm not staring at the dog, I'm observing this dynamic. But I'm not projecting it on the dog, I'm not holding her back. And that's where leash aggression comes in. So as soon as we tense up, the dog feels it has to do something, and that's gonna be our next little video of the leash aggression issue. And by the way, like I said, we're dealing with living creatures. These aren't pieces of machinery, thank you.
Thank you.
These are not pieces of machinery that we can take a screwdriver. Great job, thanks. Come back again, clean the floor. I'm very happy, because if I can sit in the center of my little universe here, the epicenter of my doggy daycare here, and people can come and go, and I'm relaxed, and the dog's relaxed. Again, if we're looking for this bipolar, it means the dog is going to unpredictably snap and bite. If that does, I'll tell you, it's unstable. Who's going to want a dog that is unpredictable? But I just think it's the victim of a lot of anthropomorphic behavior. Little tiny dogs become eternal infants. The cuter, the smaller and cuter, they never develop psychologically. And that's nobody's fault. That's what happens. They just don't develop. Okay, so little Oliver, how old? Year and a half? Little Oliver, he does have little issues, but he is adoptable, I think. And if somebody wants to adopt Oliver, Houndstown Charities, providing everybody is reasonable and accepts our model to follow, we will help train the humans to manage this dog in a home so it can live out its life. But it has to be understood that we give a model to follow that might not be consistent with people's version of this dog. So if I tell you this dog can't sit on your lap and watch Dancing with the Stars right away, you have to accept that, and the dog has to sleep on the floor, God forbid. God forbid the dog can't be on every piece of furniture in the house. And if you follow that model, in a year from now, you should be able to invite your dog up and jump on its lap. But right now, this dog needs structure, psychological, not physical structure. So structure doesn't mean gate in your living room so the dog don't go in the kitchen. It needs psychological structure. It's got a little flatulence going on here. Must be nervous.
Sorry, buddy.
Unless it was Camille, I don't know.
Camille.
That wasn't me. Right.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, yeah, sure. I always blame the dog. All right. But no, this is a nice little dog. Oliver has yet to bite me, so far I like him. I got leaving this episode with 10 fingers.
And he has great hair.
He's got great hair. And he's a snappy dresser. So he's got a lot of good qualities.
He's an Italian sweater model.
Right, exactly. But he likes this sweater. Apparently he picks and chooses his wardrobe. Okay, enough said. We need some people that understand, that are willing to put structure in the dog's life. Probably not a lot of activity in the house. No other pets. Just, a couple, one or two, not a lot of young children. Want a nice companion, this is the dog. We will help you. We'll bend over backwards to make it work. Go ahead. That's good.
And he likes cats.
Okay. Okay.